Hey there, Jole Simmons live here on the Rising Floor at the HR Zone. And I'm joined here by Leigh Henderson, the powerhouse behind the viral social media sensation HR Manifesto. Welcome. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
It's wonderful to be here.
Are you having a good time at Rising so far?
Love. Great
It's so
time.
good, right?
It is.
I
It
love
is.
it. I love
It
it.
is.
Energy
You got to
is-
be here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on down.
I know. We got to feel this.
Right. So Leigh, your social media presence is a powerful voice for redefining leadership in the modern workplace, even with its humor. Okay, so as a former HR executive yourself, how can HR leaders create a workplace where people feel valued and cared for?
This is right up my wheelhouse. First things first, authentic leadership. Your employees know when you're not being sincere. We all know when someone's not being sincere. And so HR leaders need to be visible, empathetic, genuine, and your team has to believe that you support them. Check in with your team, not just on performance, but how they're feeling. We should be creating environments with psychological safety so people feel free to be who they are and make mistakes. Because innovation comes from people making mistakes. So you want that in your organization.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but we can do that as HR.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that answer. So what's the biggest challenge you're hearing about facing HR professionals these days?
Well, the story continues. Burnout, absolutely burnout and retention. It has been a rough few years, and we have been with our workforce along the way, right? We've seen everything from mass layoffs to culture shifts to just the changing workplace dynamics, right? Especially with flexible work. And we are worn out. So please, HR professionals, take care of you. Hashtag self-care. It's very important.
So as you know, the business landscape has changed quite a bit in recent years. So how can HR leaders adapt their strategies to attract and retain top talent in this new environment?
We know from the workforce report that our high potentials are leaving in droves. Focusing on skills-based hiring is the absolute way to go. Focusing on the skills that people bring to the table to perform in their roles versus previous accomplishments or qualifications only. We also need to offer our high potentials growth opportunities. That's a big reason of why they are leaving. And so we need to make sure that they see a light at the end of the tunnel, they see opportunities, and we're helping them with that career pathing to retain them.
All right. So looking ahead, what do you see as the future of HR? What trends and developments should HR leaders be paying attention to in the coming years?
Oh gosh, well there's a laundry list, but top two, and boy, we've come a long way as an HR function, haven't we? But number one is personalization. Guess what? People want to feel like they're important to an organization, to your company and organization. And so it's important to do the career mapping. It's important to do customized training plans. It's important to do individualized flexible work arrangements, right? And then AI-driven insights. That's going to be key, and that's going to enable HR to really become even more so a strategic player to help guide leaders in their data-driven decision-making.
Wow, okay. And finally, as we wrap up, what has been your favorite part of Workday Rising so far?
Gosh, well, the vibe. I run on vibes. I absolutely love it. I mean, look at this, right? It's incredible. I know one of your core values at Workday is fun. They were not kidding. They are seriously fun. This is an incredible event. You have got to get here. Oh, love it. Absolutely love it. So it's been a wonderful experience,
Yeah.
Joel.
This is your first Rising, right?
It is my first Rising.
Welcome.
Thank
I'm so
you.
glad you're having a great time.
Oh, loving it, loving it. The people, how could you not? The networking, it's good. It's really good.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, that's a wrap. Thank you again so much for joining us, Leigh, and back to the studio.
Thank you. Wonderful to be here.
All right.